Hello friends, good morning. Dr. Abhishek here. Welcome all of you in my YouTube channel रुद्रा स्टडी सर्कल. मेरे YouTube चैनल रुद्रा स्टडी सर्कल में आप लोगों का स्वागत है. Today I came with beta and gamma function. In this video I am going to explain beta and gamma function. This topic is very important topic in integral calculus. This is also called the Euler integral of first kind. Beta function is called Euler integral of first kind and gamma function is called Euler integral of second kind. Now let us see the definition of beta and gamma function. In this video we are going to see definition of beta and gamma function, then relationship between beta and gamma function and some solved problems which are based on beta and gamma function. These functions are very useful to find the complicated integral which cannot solve easily, but using this function we can solve it. The beta function denoted by b m comma n, where m and n are positive. So this is finite integral beta of m comma n equal to 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 and 1 minus x power n minus 1 dx. So this is the definition of beta function. This is the definite integral, limit we have finite 0 to 1, and now we have one property beta of m comma n equal to beta of n comma n. So that we can see very easily beta m comma n equal to 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 1 minus x power n minus 1 dx. Now if I take 1 minus x equal to y, so dx equal to minus dy, and limit n x equal to 0, x equal to 0, x equal to 0, then we'll have y equal to 1 and x equal to 1, y equal to 0. So using this transformation, this integral will change. This will be 1 to 0 and x equal to 1 minus y m minus 1, 1 minus x equal to y, so y power n minus 1 and minus dy. So with this minus, that limit will change, so it will be 0 to 1 y power n minus 1, 1 minus y power m minus 1 dy. So this is your beta n. So beta m comma n equal to beta n comma n. It means this beta function is symmetric in n and m. Now this beta function we can change in the polar coordinate. So we have one transformation. Let x equal to sine square theta, so dx equal to 2 sine theta cos theta and d theta, and limit when x equal to 0, theta equal to 0 and x equal to 1, theta equal to pi by 2. So let me write here. So we have 0 to 1, 0 to pi by 2, and x power m minus 1 means sine 2 m minus 2 theta, and 1 minus x means 1 minus sine square theta. Here we have 1 minus sine square theta n minus 1, and dx equal to 2 into sine theta cos theta d theta. So if you solve, so we get 2 into 0 to pi by 2, and sine theta and this multiply, so we get the sine 2m minus 1 theta, and this is the cos square theta, so cos 2n minus 1 and multiply by cos here, so we can have cos 2n minus 1 theta d theta. So beta m comma n equal to 2 into 0 to pi by 2 sine 2m minus 1 theta cos 2n minus 1 theta d theta. So this is the another form of beta function. So this beta function I already told you, this is called Euler integral of first kind. Euler integral of first kind. Now let us see the gamma function. The gamma function denoted by gamma of n. So this is the gamma of n equal to 0 to infinity e power minus x power minus 1 dx. So this is the improper integral, limit we have 0 to infinity, and here this integral is depend upon the n. So gamma n equal to 0 to infinity e power minus x power n minus 1 dx. So one property we have, gamma of n plus 1 equal to n into gamma n, and we have gamma 1 equal to 1. This we can find out using the integral, and the one property we have, gamma of half equal to root pi. So these two we can check, we can verify, but this is this proof is not required here. Root gamma half equal to root pi. If you write in the answer in this term gamma half, so that is fine. So these two we can see how we are getting. So we can have gamma 1 equal to 0 to infinity e power minus x and dx. So e power minus x by minus limit from 0 to infinity, so we get 1 here. And gamma n plus 1 equal to 0 to infinity e power minus x power n plus 1 minus 1 dx. So this will be 0 to infinity e power minus x power n dx. Now if you integration by parts, so we get minus x power n e power minus x 0 to infinity plus n into 0 to infinity e power minus x power n minus 1 dx. So this part will be 0, so we get plus 0 plus n, this is their gamma n. So gamma n plus 1 equal to n into gamma n. Now we have relationship between beta and gamma function. So we can write beta m comma n equal to gamma m gamma n by gamma n plus n. So this is the relation between beta and gamma function. Fine. Now we'll try to solve some problems based on this. So first problem I will take integral 0 to 1 upon 1 minus x power 4 dx. See this integral, if you have one look in this integral, so little difficult to solve, but if you use that gamma function concept, we can get the answer easily. So let me substitute this one, x is square equal to sine theta. I am going to change in that polar coordinate. Then x is square equal to sine theta. Then we can have 2x dx equal to cos theta d theta, and your dx will be 1 by 2 cos theta and sin power minus 1 by 2 d theta, and limit x equal to 0, so theta equal to 0, x equal to 1, theta equal to pi by 2. So we have 0 to pi by 2 and 1 upon 1 minus sin square theta, so cos square theta, so we have cos theta 1 by cos theta, and dx equal to 1 by 2 cos theta and sin power minus theta d theta. Fine, so cos theta cancel, so finally we get 1 by 2 0 to pi by 2 sin power minus half theta d theta. So 1 by 2 0 to pi by 2 sin minus half theta. So if you remember the formula for beta function, beta of m comma n equal to beta m comma n equal to, we can have 2 into 0 to pi by 2 and sin 2m minus 1 theta cos 2n minus 1 theta d theta. So here 2m minus 1 equal to minus half, so 2m equal to half, m equal to 1 by 4, and the cos power is 0, so we can have 2n minus 1 equal to 0, so n equal to 1 by 2. So we can write, and we need 2 here, so what we can do, 1 by 4 2 into 0 to pi by 2 and sin 2m, so 2 into 1 by 4 minus 1, okay, and cos 1 into 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 theta, so 2m minus 1 2n minus 1, that's all. So we can get the answer 1 by 4 beta 1 by 4 1 by 2. So now answer we can write in the gamma function, 1 by 4 gamma 1 by 4 gamma 1 by 2 divided by gamma 3 by 4. So this will be root pi by 4 and gamma half by gamma 3 by 4. So this is the answer. The next problem we have 0 to 1 x power 5 1 minus x cube power 10 dx. So if you see this one, so we can change in the gamma of a beta function. So beta function we have x 1 minus x. So let us have, this is the y, so x cube equal to y, so 3x square dx equal to dy. So dx equal to 1 by 3 and x power minus half dy, and x equal to y power 1 by 3, so this will change in 1 by 3 y power minus 2 by 3 dy. Fine. Now, and what is the limit will be same, so we can have 0 to 1 x power 5, so y power 5 by 3 1 minus y power 10 and 1 by 3 y power minus 2 3 by 3 and dy. So this will be 1 by 3 0 to 1 and y only will get the y here, and 1 minus y power 10 dy. So we can change in that beta function 0 to 1 y power 2 minus 1 1 minus y power 11 minus 1 dy. So this is our 1 by 3 and we can have beta 2 and 11, and if you change in the answer in the gamma function, so gamma 2 gamma 11 by gamma 30, then this is your value of the integral. And this gamma 11 means it will be factorial 10, and gamma 13 means 13 factorial. Gamma 13 means 12 factorial, because gamma n equal to n minus 1 factorial. So you can further simplify. Okay, so we can have 1 by 3 root 2, and this will be factorial 10 by factorial 12. So this will be root 2 by 3 and 10 factorial by 12 into 11 into 10 factorial cancel. So we have root 2 by 3 into 11 into 12. One more problem we have, integral 0 to infinity e power minus x square dx. If you don't know beta and gamma function, so it is difficult to solve this one. So for this, what we can have, we know the gamma n equal to 0 to infinity e power minus t power n minus 1 dt. So x square we can take t, so 2x dx equal to dt we can have. So your dx equal to 1 by 2 and t power minus half dt, right? Then 0 to, and limit will be same, so e power minus t 1 by 2 t power minus half dt. So 1 by 2 0 to infinity e power minus t power minus half dt. So this will be 1 by 2. So what we get, t power e power minus t power n minus 1. So what is the n here? N, your n will be 1 by 2 minus 1. So minus half you can write minus half, half minus 1. So n, if compare means n equal to half. So this will be your gamma half. So gamma half equal to root pi by 2. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe, so you can get update about my all upcoming videos. Thank you.